You say your grandfather was the rival of my uncle Colonel Harlan Sanders and that he stole the recipes that made KFC. That's what you said your grandfather said. The only known rival, the most notorious rival to Colonel Sanders, and it was before he was a Kentucky colonel, so Harlan David Sanders, was Matt Stewart, a manager of a Standard Oil service station in Kentucky. My uncle Harlan operated the Shell station in Kentucky. Now, the sources are a little confused on where this happened. This either happened in Corbin or it happened in Nicholasville, Kentucky. Most of the sources I find when they reported on this was Nicholasville, Kentucky. Regardless where exactly it was, this happened before 1929. This shootout that I'm getting ready to talk about happened 100 years ago. 100 years ago, Colonel Sanders shot Matt Stewart, wounding him, not murdering him, but wounding him. It was his only rival. Matt Stewart had killed a Shell executive, Robert Gibson, who happened to be a friend of my uncle as well. Uncle Harley picked up the gun and shot Matt Stewart, and Matt begged for his life, so Uncle Harley spared him. What happened next was they both were arrested. Uncle Harley was let off on self-defense. Matt Stewart was charged for the murder of Robert Gibson and was sentenced to 18 years in prison. Before he could serve his 18-year sentence, one of his employees got into a little battle with a cop at the Standard Oil station, and the cop shot and killed Matt Stewart. Because Matt Stewart decided he was going to shoot the cop, and what happens when you do that? You get shot a lot. And again, this happened 100 years ago. My uncle's recipe is only 85 years old. In 15 years, it will be 100 years old. I'd tag Kentucky Fried Chicken in this so that they knew this bit of history, but guess what? They blocked me. So 100 years ago, the colonel's rival was shot, wounded, and then killed by a cop, eliminating his competition. But 1929 came around, the Great Depression forced a shutdown of that Shell station. But he had such a good reputation there that they awarded him the lease to the Pure and Oil service station in Corbin, Kentucky that would later become the Sanders Court and Cafe. This is where the Kentucky Fried Chicken recipe was born. My uncle did not steal the recipe, regardless what anybody says. There's a lot of young people out there that don't know what they're talking about, and they think just because he was a white man that he stole the recipes. This isn't Mr. Krabs, this isn't Plankton, this isn't Bikini Bottom. This is real life. And the misinformation that is spread around about my uncle is why I'm so passionate about spreading the truth around and getting the facts out there. Unfortunately, the facts don't sell as much as the sex in the commercials that they sell. Doesn't sell as much as the dramatized content or even the misinformation that gives a little bit of a zing to the history. My uncle would then spend 1930 to 1940 developing his 11 herbs and spices as a backup to him failing at the gas station should he have failed. Because prior to this, he had many different careers that failed. And he knew he could always fall back on the restaurant industry because since he was 5 years old, he had to start learning how to cook for his siblings.